What's up, all you villains? Welcome back to part 6 of our Team Rocket Edition playthrough. In the previous video, we took on the Bull mission, which was absolutely crazy. Whole bunch of police came to catch us, but luckily we escaped in the last minute. And 'cause we completed that mission, we got promoted to high rank grunts. So here I am meeting with Andra. We are both now high rank grunts, moving up in the Team Rocket organization. And we got given a brand new mission to come aboard the SS Anne boat. And we've got to try and get this rare jar from the captain. It is a very important mission. This is a mission to prove ourselves to the boss Giovanni. And Archer told us that we will be meeting someone to help get us onto the boat. And it looks like one of our associates have just arrived. They're going to act as a kind of distraction, and we're going to try and sneak past the guy who's letting everyone onto the boat. If we can complete this mission successfully, we should be able to meet Boss Giovanni in the next video or two. So we're really going to try and nail this one. There, our associate is busy distracting the boatsman. Now is going to be our chance. He's busy making fun of him, saying that water Pokemon are useless, trying to get him riled up. And we're going to quickly try sneak past and get onto the ship. Once we're on the ship, I'm guessing there are a ton of cabins to explore and a lot of battles. If you follow the mainline story, there are a lot of people to battle, and there should be the boat kitchen with a few chefs and items to pick up there. So I'm excited to see how the story is different from the Team Rocket perspective now. And we're going to ultimately try find the captain, and I'm sure we're going to have to battle him. So hopefully our Pokemon are strong enough in order to defeat the captain and get this mysterious jar that our boss wants us to steal. Okay, it looks like Andra and myself made it through past the guard with the help of our associate. And it looks like we're going onto the boat very soon, so let's see how everything goes. All aboard, we're on the boat. It looks like we've made it on, no hassles. And we're going to start here. We're going to start from the cabin on the far right and slowly just go from cabin to cabin. I think that's the easiest way so that we don't miss out on any of them. Here there is a woman, and yes, this is the place where we can rest and heal our Pokemon. So that's a really important cabin. Remember that one. We're going to be coming back to that a lot to just heal our Pokemon. I am going to skip through any battles that we encounter in these cabins just to save a bit of time. And also, I don't want to show you guys every single battle. That will make the video drag on forever. Some of these battles are going to be left for you guys to explore when you play the game. I will show the main big boss battles, of course, but other than that, I'm only going to skip past the normal battles to save time. I am going to pick up all the items. We did pick up a great ball there. And we're just going to work our way through and see where the captain's cabin ultimately is. And here we are at the final cabin, but it looks like we can't enter that one. So now we're going to come down the passage, and it looks like we've made it to the boat's kitchen. We've picked up another great ball. We're going to chat to a couple of these chefs, see if we can get any other items or any other clues. I am going to search some of these bins. You never know, there could be a leftovers item or some berries or something. So we're just going to work our way through. Chat to all these sailors. Yes, we found a berry in one of the trash cans. But otherwise, it doesn't look like there's all that much to do in the kitchen area. We've picked up 3 berries in all of the trash cans. And that's that for the kitchen. So now we can go and make our way to the opposite side and downstairs. Here there are a few more cabins for us to explore, and we found a hyper potion in one of these buckets. Here there is someone else to battle with a big Machoke, and we've picked up another super potion. So there are a couple items and berries to pick up along the way. In the second cabin, we just got 2 sailors here to battle, and we're gonna keep making our way. A lot of battles, so at least you get a lot of training in on the way, and you can level up a lot of your Pokemon. If you do have any new Pokemon on your team, this is a great way to train them up and level them up a bit. And there's only one more cabin left, so let's see what's here. Hello, stranger. Okay, just 2 more people to battle, so not all that much in the lower cabins either, but we've worked our way, battled everyone. There's only one more area left to explore. If we come to the left and up the stairs, we've made it to a whole new level of the boat. And it looks like there's a whole bunch of sailors there on the right, but we're going to quickly go upstairs. This leads to the outer deck, I believe. There's a whole bunch of people socializing and gathering and eating here. So it looks like this is the place where everyone is chilling on the boat. We're gonna chat to all the people here, see if anyone's got any clues or any items for us. Oh, wait a minute. I see someone in the top left. That looks like Blue, I'm sure. So maybe we're gonna chat to Blue and battle him. That'll be pretty interesting. Everyone else is just chit-chatting, nothing really of importance. But I'm very curious to see what Blue says. We're gonna chat to him last. I'm sure we got a battle on our hands. These parties are always so boring. I came here so I could fight against everyone's Pokemon. And I ended up finding the usual Rattata, Pidgey, Nidoran. Even the sailors have Tentacles best. I feel scammed. You are the rocket that I gave the fossil to on Mount Moon. I won't ask why someone like you's in a place like this. I guess that you entered in an illegitimate way, but honestly, I don't really care. I turned a blind eye to the mediocrity of you in Mount Moon. But you dared to give me moral lessons. It is time to see if you're just one more of the pile, or if you have something to say. On guard, Ruckus. Okay, so we're gonna battle Trainer Blue. This is really awesome. He's got 4 Pokemon. And the first Pokemon he sent out is a level 19 Pidgeotto, which is pretty strong. I am trying to level up my Dratini, which I caught in Bill's garden. I was really surprised that we encountered the Dratini. Dragonite is one of my favorite Pokemon. And Dratini knocked out the Pidgeotto, which is unbelievable. Pidgeotto is a second evolution. I'm surprised Dratini was able to take it out. And Blue's next Pokemon is Wartortle. Of course, his starter Pokemon is Squirtle. I've swapped out to Gloom to have a type advantage, and my attack is super effective. We knocked out Wartortle in one shot. Next Pokemon Trainer Blue is sending out is Kadabra. We have an Abra, it hasn't evolved yet, but I know Kadabra is really strong. I've swapped out to Mankey, which probably isn't the best decision, but if we can attack first, we might be able to get some good damage in. We do take about half of Kadabra's health, but we get one-shotted. That was a bad move by me. Fighting types are not very strong against Psychic-type Pokemon. So now we're going to send out Dratini, see if he can attack first. But it can't. Dratini got knocked out too. It's all coming down to Vulpix. Vulpix is level 19. Hopefully it's got enough to knock out Kadabra. And we finish it off with a quick attack. So that is awesome. We knocked out Kadabra. Blue's final Pokemon is Eradicate. So hopefully we can take this last Pokemon out. Vulpix Ember is pretty strong, but Eradicate knocks out Vulpix in one shot. We've still got 3 Pokemon left. My Sentret is not really strong at all. It's more of an HM slave for the team. But Gloom is one of my strongest Pokemon, and Gloom knocks out Raticate. We beat Trainer Blue. It was a fun battle. We earned a bit of Pokemoney. And he says, you're not just a simple rocket, you're a high-rank grunt. And he's pretty surprised by how strong we are. And he said he's going to keep an eye out on us from now on. So that was a really fun battle. I wasn't expecting to battle Blue. But now that we defeated him, we're going to make our way to the outside deck. Here there are a couple people for us to talk to, see if there's anything going on. A few people are just admiring the view and enjoying the fresh air outside. And there's a couple sailors to the bottom that we can chat to. We still haven't found any sign of the captain or the captain's cabin. But before we entered this section, there were a group of people all crowded to the right. So I'm assuming that's where the captain's cabin is, or near there. But let's first just make our way to see what all these people are saying. It looks like Lieutenant Surge is at the end of the boat there. If that is him, I'm not sure. We'll try and go chat to him and see if it is the gym leader. It is a pleasure to see you again, Lance, the new Kanto's champion. Why did you call me here on a special day like this? The annual return of SS Anne? Lance, I'll be quick, Lieutenant Surge. Okay, so it is Surge. And Lance is down there too. And it's hard to see Lance, but he's also there. I wonder what they're doing here on the SS Anne. Everything is going correctly, Sir Lance. Vermilion's harbor exponentially amplifies their contact networks with other regions. And I've understood that cities like Celadon, with their big department stores and the Safari Zone, do the same with their own assets. So the economy of the region is doing fairly well. Lance, how are people managing the fact that one of the officials in charge at the enemy region during the big war now is the gym leader and Vermilion's main icon? Have people already accepted your role? I'm afraid the war topic keeps being a taboo topic for the entire Kanto, and especially here. Sir Lance, people prefer not to talk about it. Keep it in the past and continue their lives as if nothing happened. Maybe there would be some mistrust from the population. Are you referring to Team Rocket? I was not talking about someone specially, but they could be a perfect example. They started as a Protestant and non-conformist organization for the new post-war government. Due to their criminal acts and corrupt campaign, your government caused that public opinion to Team Rocket to be bad. Still exists some guilt. Another example is motorists from the cycling road. I see the Pokemon League committee will take some actions. Meanwhile, keep doing your job. If people keep seeing improvements, they'll definitely accept you as the place's sheriff. People have short memories and good actions. So be patient. We just need time, adequate stabilization, and progression. Kanto will accept this new world order. At your order, Sir Lance. So it looks like Lance and Lieutenant Surge are also up to some shady business. And Lieutenant Surge is the new kind of sheriff and leader of Vermilion. But he has some kind of shady past. So I'm sure that's going to play more into the story the further we go. But now that we've chatted to everyone, we can make our way back in the boat, and let's try find the captain's cabin. I want to battle this guy. I really want to get this jar for Giovanni, and hopefully we can meet him. I just want to move higher up in the organization. Okay, back in the boat, there's a few cabins for us to explore. The first one just shows us that he likes Snorlax. Me too, bro. I love Snorlax. Second cabin, we got 2 people to battle, and then we can pick up this Stardust, which I believe can be sold for a fair amount of money. I'm not sure how many cabins there are on this side of the boat, but I don't think there's too many, maybe 5 or 6. And we're about halfway. In the next cabin, we have 2 more people to battle, and again there is X attack that we can collect. So by now my Pokemon are getting a ton of experience. We got 2 more cabins left. In the second to last one, we can just come and chat to these people. And let's see what's in the last cabin. Okay, there's 2 people here. We can have a chat with them. They're getting dressed up for the party, enjoying their time. And now it looks like we have found Andra. Flips! It is all ready to enter. Let's teach that captain how we cope. So Andra's rushed in. She's chatting with the captain. Is there anything I may do for you young ones? Indeed there is, Captain. It's said that you have sailed around the 7 seas. You are a legend among sailors because of the rare Pokemon that you have seen. We were just wondering if you could give us proof of all these voyages by letting us take a look on the famous jar of yours, which contains one of the biggest mysteries of the world. Captain, you mean this? Wow, it is enigmatic. Sure it is, young one. The Pokemon that left this fragment is not as anything that we have ever seen. Have you heard about the pseudo-legendaries? Not so much, Captain. I suppose that in this region you can see Lance's Dragonite, for example. These Pokemon, without being born with the features which legendaries were gifted with by nature, but are able to grow and develop so that after a long process their capacities are as high or more than legendaries. Pseudo-legendary Pokemon usually represent their region, nature, keeping stored inside themselves that essence gave by their region. Pokemon chosen among mortals. Okay, so he's telling us about pseudo-legendary Pokemon, and he said he got this jar and this item from a pseudo-legendary that we have never seen before or something. So I wonder who he got it from. And I do know about pseudo-legendary Pokemon, so Dragonite is one of my favorite pseudo-legendaries. But now, Captain says, and you two look like younglings who want to learn. I'd be glad to teach you anything. Nevertheless, I know who you are and why you're here. A crew member warned us about your certain organization. You're part of Team Rocket. Your clothing matches exactly the description. Among all the seas that I've sailed across, Hoenns are with no doubt the wildest and with the hugest diversity, but those were the only ones that could give me a true feeling of freedom. Okay, so the Captain's on to us. He knows that we are part of Team Rocket. He might be one step ahead of us, unfortunately. Now, let's see. Are you coming to steal from me? Are you coming to steal that item? Oh no, you don't have enough level or experience to do such a thing. Andra, I'm sorry, Captain, but I disagree. There aren't seas at Sevi Islands. Well, I admit you have a good taste. I suppose that both of you come from there. And you might be right, Sevi Islands is a place that I still have to fully explore. I've heard that among the waters that connect those 7 islands, there are a few pieces of land non-explored, but inhabited by certain species. Maps suggest that there may be 8, 9, or maybe 10 islands on the surroundings. The name Sevi is just formality due to the fact that there's 7 islands. Okay, so there might be more than 7 islands. The Sevi Islands might also have 8, 9, and 10. I believe in other games like Radical Red, when it does get an update, we might get those other new islands to explore. So that's exciting. Now, let's see. The captain says, I'll cut you in half and serve what's left of you in the Bose party. Oh, goodness. So we're going to battle the captain. He's pretty angry that we're trying to steal from him. And his first Pokemon he sends out is a level 20 Seadra. Seadra is a super strong water/dragon type Pokemon. It is a Pokemon I've been wanting to add to my team. I would love to have a Kingdra. I think it's a super underrated Pokemon. So maybe we'll add it to our team if we come across it in this game. But my Gloom knocks out Seadra and grows to level 25. The next Pokemon the captain sends out is a level 22 Crawdaunt. So that's also another strong water-type Pokemon. Hopefully my Gloom has got enough strength to knock it out. And we do, luckily with my type advantage, my Mega Drain is one-shotting a lot of the captain's Pokemon. And the next Pokemon he has sent out is a level 21 Pupitar. Pupitar isn't too strong, but when it does evolve, we might have a problem. We knock out Pupitar, and the captain's final Pokemon is Shelgon, which is level 21. So the captain's got some strong Pokemon. When Shelgon evolves, we'll also have a really completely different battle on our hands. Luckily, all of the captain's Pokemon haven't reached their final evolutions yet, but my Gloom has done an amazing job. One-shots the Shelgon again, and thankfully Gloom saved our team, and it looks like our Abra is evolving, so I'm not sure. I think I'm going to stop it. I want to try level Abra up a bit more and see if he can learn any other attacks before evolving him. Try get him to level 30 or so before we let him evolve. I'm not sure if he will learn any other attacks, but it's worth a try. We'll delay his evolution. Okay, so Andrea says we're gonna make good use of the jar, and she is gonna take it. So don't take it personally. We'll be sending you a letter with the results of our research. Is that okay, Captain? That intel might be worth a lot for you. You insolent young one. No, you don't. Tentacool, use Poison Sting. Okay, so the captain tries to stop us, but Tentacool uses Poison Sting on the captain and poisons him, and now he gets sick and he's throwing up in the bucket. So that kind of explains why the captain is sick when you play the normal Pokemon Red. Now we know that it's Andrea and her Tentacool that's made the captain sick. I wasn't expecting that, but that makes sense. So it's really cool to see the Team Rocket perspective and the story from the Team Rocket's point of view. We did get the jar, and we've got HM01 now, which is going to be really helpful. Andrew says we've got to go back to the HQ. So it looks like our mission might be complete. That was a lot of fun. Okay, now that when we're making it back, we stop for a cutscene, and it looks like Red is leaving the mart and going onto the ship. So that follows on with the story. So he's about to go board the ship. And we're back at the HQ, and everyone is gathered around the TV. They say Lance is going to make an announcement. Population of Kanto, this is Lance speaking. New measures are coming for the region. I want all of you to listen carefully from your homes and workplaces. Despite the improvements in recent months, there's still much work to be done before opening up us to the rest of the world. Sebi, Ho, and Johto can wait, but you don't need to worry. Self is more than enough to supply all Kanto population. Okay, so this is a really cool announcement. Lance is on top of the building. He looks super powerful, and he's got a bunch of policemen all guarding him. And he's promising everyone that he is going to be improving the region, and he's going to try everything to try and stop criminal activities like Team Rocket, which is not good news for us. And he says we're going to be banned from all Pokemarts now, so any Rocket members are not going to be able to buy things from Pokemarts, which that sucks. That's not ideal. But luckily we can still buy things from our Team Rocket HQs. They kind of are our Pokemarts and Pokemon Centers. And he said he even tried to block us from using Pokemon Centers, but luckily that didn't go through. So we can still use Pokemon Centers, but we will not be able to use the Pokemart any longer. So he's really trying to clamp down on these criminal organizations. Mr. Lance, we're gonna have to come and talk to you. We're gonna have to try and get you out the way, buddy. Okay, this is awful. What are we gonna do now? Calm down, Grunt. We have more than enough resources to manage on our own. Okay, so even though it does suck, it's not the end. We can still carry on. Like I said, we can buy stuff from our Rocket HQ. And now that that's done, we can go and talk to our boss again and see if he's impressed. Petrol, excellent works. Grunts, Giovanni will be very happy with your mission completion. You have earned 80,000 Pokemoney. In addition, take this, 20 great balls for each of you. Okay, so we got a lot of money, we got some great balls, which always helps. And now please make yourselves comfortable. He's going to have a good old chat with us. Basically, Petrol has said because we have completed this mission, Giovanni is really impressed with us, and he's going to move us to a new location. We're going to leave this HQ, and we're basically going to be a part of Giovanni's personal guard, which is really awesome. We're getting closer to the big guy, and we're going to be kind of working under him. We still got a lot to do to work our way up, but it's a really good start that we can get transferred to Celadon City and work directly under Giovanni's orders. So I'm really hoping in the next video or so we'll be able to meet Giovanni himself, and maybe he'll give us a mission directly, even if it's not the most important mission. That will be really cool. Okay, and Andra says we are ready to relocate. She's also just as excited as me. And Petrol says the teleport machines are just about done, so we might be able to use the teleport machines to get to Celadon City. The teleport machines were from Bill's mission. We stole all of Bill's patents to his technology. So I'm hoping we'll be able to teleport around the map soon instead of using fly. But before we do that, he gives us a bit of free time. He says we've done really well. We've completed a lot of missions. Now he wants to give us some time to explore around. We have got HM1 Cut, so we can go back up to Cerulean City and use Cut and explore that whole route that leads to the power plant. When we go down there, we can catch a whole bunch of new Pokemon, hopefully, battle a couple trainers, level up, make sure we are in tip-top shape, get some of my Pokemon evolved, and just see what's happening around that area. And then by the time we're back, the teleportation machine should be working, and we can go meet Giovanni and see what the next mission is to work our way up the organization. But we can do a bit of exploring, so I guess we're gonna head back to Cerulean City in the next video and explore that route, see what Pokemon await for us, and see if we can reach the power plant, or at least that other cave. And when we come back, we'll be able to go to Celadon City, explore that whole area, and hopefully make our way to Lavender Town too. That is also a town that is near Celadon. So a lot awaits us, a lot of exciting exploring to do. I can't wait to work up the ranks and catch some awesome Pokemon. Until next one, thanks for watching.